Hey there, this is Clint Baker. Welcome back to Hillbilly Hippie Honeybees. I've been traveling a lot here lately. I went to Texas for work down to Plano, Texas, right outside Dallas, and we got to go to a few different places. Yes, we do make work a little fun too when we go, but we had to go to corporate office. But that's why we haven't been on here much. Plus, it's getting colder outside, so it's time for beekeepers to do a little resting and planning and thinking and cleaning things up and assembling stuff. So all the boring stuff. But so question come up today is my crystallized honey, is that bad? And no, it's not. So first thing I want to do is go over why it does crystallize. It crystallizes because the glucose in the honey is less soluble than fructose is, and it tends to crystallize over time. That's actually showing you that you've got good quality honey. And there's a few things in here as I talk about them that you'll hear that'll make you realize that or understand a little bit better. So especially if you are storing it in colder climates or things of that nature, but just over time, doesn't matter where it stores you, good honey will crystallize. It's a natural process. The little glucose crystals, they act like seeds, and they start to continually just to produce more and more crystals within the honey. And so it'll cause it to thicken or solidify over time. What factors make this happen? So first, it is a natural process, right? It's the higher glucose to fructose ratio is what causes that. So that's why the store-bought stuff that you get, they sometimes add a lot of fructose to it, and so corn syrup. And so that's why it doesn't normally crystallize. Now, I'm not saying all of it, because there is some good store-bought honey out there that beekeepers test and bottle and put in there as well. There's lower moisture content. What does that mean? So we try to keep our moisture content under a certain percentage, right, for beekeepers. But usually the summer and fall, it has a lot less moisture in it. I guess due to the heat and all that different stuff. Spring honey tends to have more moisture in it. And also depends on whenever it's been harvested, in the middle of the process of the bee processing the honey as well. Colder temperatures seem to crystallize good honey quicker. So store your honey in a warmer place. Don't store it out in a building, down in your cellar, things of that nature, if you don't want it to crystallize. Here's the big one. So it seems like the more pollen and the more impurities that are in your honey, the quicker it will crystallize. So you're getting a good quality honey. A lot of people eat honey for the pollen in there, for their area, for their allergies and so forth and so on. So you're getting good quality honey if it's crystallizing. So what can you do? Well, you can either eat it as is. It's not going to hurt you to eat it as is. It does not go bad. They found it in pyramids of Egypt, and so it's not going to go bad. If you want to decrystallize it, you can heat it up. So some people will put it just in the window of their kitchen and allow the sun to hit it and get it hot. I've seen people, don't do this with plastic bottles, what I'm getting ready to tell you, but I've seen people take and turn their oven on warm and keep it below like 125 degrees and just set the jarred honey in there, make sure it's glass, might have been an experience there, but just set the glass jar in there and let it do its thing until it decrystallizes. I've seen people take and get real hot bath water in their bathtub. If they've got a lot of honey, just set it down in there or in their kitchen sink. And you just go in every now and again and move it around, just like you're stirring it, shaking it around or what have you. But those are things you can do to decrystallize your honey. So don't think that just because it looks like this, see, watch, it's not doing nothing, and it doesn't look like this, that it's gotten bad. And don't let that discourage you from buying it from like a store or something like that, because you know that if it is starting to crystallize or has crystallized, it's good honey, and you know what to do now whenever you get home on how to decrystallize that to where, you know, it looks like the other. But again, you can eat it like this. We eat it like this all the time, especially if you're just putting it in your coffee or your tea or anything like that. If you're baking with it, why not, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just got a little bit more sugary looking. So, but if you're wanting it to look like this, more like what you would want the being able to see through it or what have you, just do those things we said earlier, and that will do it, I'm telling you. So again, crystallized honey is not bad. All it is doing is it is showing you that you've gotten a good honey from somebody. And if you know your local beekeeper, hopefully they're not bastardizing the honey, if you will, and putting extra additives in it like high fructose corn syrup and things of that nature. But hopefully they're not. And I know we don't, and I know there's tons and tons of beekeepers out there that don't. So just keep that in mind whenever you see crystallized honey. Even if you haven't bought it yet, don't be afraid to buy crystallized honey. You can bring it home and decrystallize it, and there you go. So next time you're out and someone says, does this honey, this crystallized honey, is that bad? Does that make it, do I need to throw it away? Because I did hear a customer one time say, I just throw it away. Don't throw it away. Bring it to us. We'll feed it back to the bees if you want to. or we'll decrystallize it and eat it ourselves. But anyway, well, I hope you all had a good, awesome Thanksgiving again. And please come back and enjoy us. We'll probably be a little shy on videos through the winter months. We're just going to answer some questions and maybe do some little how-to videos or DIY videos for beekeeping. But we appreciate everything y'all do. We're not going to go to NABI this year, but we appreciate everybody, and we encourage you to go. That's an awesome place to go meet people and to buy things. And just, I encourage you to take a big checkbook with you and a big truck. But anyway, it is a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of awesome, wonderful people. So, well, we'll talk to you on the next round. May God bless each of you.